right, welcome back to this new episode of She's on Fire. So today I want to talk a little bit about some mindset stuff. All right. I know people roll their eyes sometimes when they hear mindset, but you guys, it's so important. If you know, listen to the first episode, you know that mindset first. That's the only way you're going to continue to up level in your business. It really is. You've got to get that in a row. But what I see so often are people who treat their mindset work like a fad diet. All right. That's the title of this episode. Are you treating your mindset work? Are you guilty of treating your mindset work like it's a fad diet? Now, let me just say something before, because I've talked about something, like this in the past, not the same title, but something, similar about this subject. And, I've got people who have commented like on my posts, like, oh, you're fat shaming people or something like that. You guys, there's nothing further from the truth. The last person who's going to fat shame anybody is me. It really is. I have been up and down on my weight all my life. All right. I've always had issues. I've tried every fad diet there is. I will tell you that. There's no fat shaming here. But I will tell you that I see a lot of people who treat their mindset work like it's a fad diet. All right. And I am guilty of it too. Right. So don't think that I am immune to that or I'm like on my high horse, because that's not true. It's hard because so many people think that mindset isn't as important as it is. And that's the thing. It is so important. You've got to do it. You've got to implement mindset work into your daily routine, right? Because what happens? So let's think about this. What happens on a fad diet, right? You go on it. Let's use one that I've gone on. How's that? We'll use the cabbage soup diet. You ever tried that? You eat cabbage soup every day, like multiple times a day. What happens? You go on it, you lose weight, you feel great, right? But then what happens after that happens? You can't stay on it forever, right? You can't do that. So you go off of it because you're sick of it. I mean, you're sick of cabbage. Like who could eat that for that long, right? So you're sick of it. And what happens? You crash, you fail, you gain the weight back. Usually it's more. All right. Another one I tried, hard-boiled egg diet. Same thing, right? I went on it. I felt great, but I didn't keep it up, right? I didn't keep it up because it wasn't a habit that I was forming. It was just a thing I was doing just to do it to get to somewhere real quick. And then I stopped, right? So it's the same thing in a way with mindset work. It's got to become a habit in order for you to really reap all the benefits of it. Okay. So one of the things that I tell people is, for me, especially when my daughter Janelle was younger, when she was a baby, I didn't have time. Like I did not have time to do mindset work. I did not. All right. I was trying to start a business. I was, dealing with an infant or a toddler, who had a lot of health issues, and we had to have a lot of doctor's appointments and all that kind of stuff. I was tired. I was exhausted. So I started thinking about it because I actually hired a mindset coach, and she ended up calling me lazy. I won't say who it is. She ended up calling me lazy. She's pretty well known, lazy, because I didn't want to sit down and journal for 30 minutes to an hour a day every day. First of all, I don't like journaling, so let's just put that out there. I will do it sometimes, but I have other things that I do for myself. So she ended up calling me lazy because I didn't want to, implement these long, drawn out mindset techniques, which I'm not saying they don't help. That's the thing. I am I'm certain that what she was trying to do would have helped me. The problem is I didn't have that time. Okay. So I came up with my 5-minute mindset routine that I still practice every single day. Sometimes I do 10 minutes when I have more time. There's been times where I've done 20 minutes. But especially starting out, I did 5 minutes a day because that's all I could handle, right? It was like I couldn't do more than that. But those little tiny things that I did added up to huge, huge things. Okay. So you have to understand that even if you say you don't have the time, I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Everybody has 5 minutes in a day. Okay. We all waste at least 5 times that much every single day, whether it's scrolling on social media, watching Netflix, and I'm not saying that you should never do those things, because I do believe that you should. I do believe that you should take time to yourself and do those kinds of things. But pretty much every person I know, I'm going to say, personally, or clients, or people who are not yet my clients or in my free community, waste at least 5 minutes a day where you could be working on your mindset and really changing things. Okay. So I have a few tips that I'm going to give you to kind of help you along with this and get you off that mindset, work roller coaster. And so it's not like a fad diet anymore. And you're implementing some really healthy things into your life for the long term, so you can get the results that you really, really, really want to get. All right. So the first thing I want you to do, if you're guilty of treating your mindset like a fad diet, you got to stop. All right. Just say right now, that's it. I'm done. I'm going to implement some healthy things for my mindset starting right now. All right. We've all been there. I want you to understand that I am not immune to this. Like I said, we've all been there. All right. But what I want you to do, tip number one, okay, in order to stop treating your mindset like a fad diet and gain confidence and really change things, I want you to stop believing it's an all or nothing thing. Okay. It's not all or nothing. You don't have to go all in and work on your mindset for multiple sessions a day for long periods of time. That is just not true. You don't have to do that. Okay. 5 minutes is all it took me to go from, literally, if you didn't listen to episode 1, I'll just say it real quick. 5 minutes a day is all it took me to go from being terrified of walking into a Subway fast food place and ordering a grinder and having to sit in the parking lot and give myself a pep talk in order to do that. 5 minutes of mindset work every single day is all it took for me to change that. Okay. It's just 5 minutes. So I want you to think about that 5-minute increments. All right. That's kind of like tip number 2, 5-minute increments. Okay. Commit for the next week, just for the next 7 days, 5 minutes every single day. All right. Then maybe increase it. Maybe increase it to 10 minutes, or do 2 5-minute sessions instead. Okay. You can go on YouTube and you can find just, YouTube 5-minute meditation. I love meditation. Meditation makes me feel so much better. I don't like journaling. You can do it with journaling too, though. All right. If you were to go into my membership right now, you would be able to get information on how to do this with journaling, with, meditation, with some other things that takes 5 minutes a day. Okay. So tip number 3, make a schedule. Make a schedule and freaking stick to it, but make it realistic. Okay. Don't say that you're going to do 30 minutes every day if you know that there's no way that you will do that. Okay. If you have the time, which many of us do not, even now, I don't have the time to do that. I would love to, because I love the way it makes me feel, but I have to be realistic with myself too. All right. So don't say you're going to do 30 minutes a day if you haven't even done 5 minutes a day yet. Okay. So do 5 minutes a day for the next month. Okay. And then maybe do 5 minutes twice a day, or do 10 minutes for another week. All right. Then say, okay, I'm going to do 5 or whatever it is, 5 or 10 minutes for the next month, and see how you feel. So again, all you have to do, go on YouTube. Meditation is great. And one of the things I want to say about meditation, because this always used to happen to me and I get so frustrated with it, was when you're meditating, because I also hear this a lot from my clients, when you're meditating and other thoughts start coming in, right? Because sometimes let's say I'm meditating and I'll start thinking about dinner, or I'll start thinking about what am I going to have? Because a lot of times I do it in the morning before anybody gets up. A lot of times I'll start thinking, all right, what are you going to have for breakfast today? And, all these different things, or work stuff on my mind for work. Oh, you need to write that sales page today. All these things start coming in. And I want you to understand that you are not weird or abnormal for that to happen. Because a lot of times I hear from my clients like, I tried meditating and then I just start thinking about everything else. That is completely normal. All right. What you need to do is start training yourself to go. That's why they say, listen to your breath, think about your breath, concentrate on your breath. You just have to, train yourself to go back to that breath. Okay. Just train yourself to keep going back, no matter if it takes 100 times in a session, because that's what it was for me in the beginning. I'll tell you that right now. Even if it takes 100 times per 5-minute session, just keep doing it, and you will get there. I promise you that. All right. So start 5 minutes. Okay. Commit to that 5 minutes, commit to a schedule, be realistic. When are you going to do it? Are you going to do it in the morning before people get up? Are you going to do it at night after people go to bed? Are you going to go out to your car, say at lunchtime, and do it? Are you going to go? You can go in the bathroom and do it. All right. So I want you to really commit to some kind of schedule and stick to it. It's 5 minutes. That's it. Everybody has 5 minutes in a day to do this. Okay. So last tip. This is big. All right. This is a big tip. And I want you to know that I'm not saying this because of what I do. I don't care if you get a coach who is not me. I really fully believe in the coaching business. I really believe in the coaching model. Get a coach. Get a coach in some capacity. Okay. Now, maybe you can't get a one-on-one coach right now. That's okay. You don't have to do that. But find something to follow, find something that gives you that fire in you. In my intro, I talk about getting that fire in you. Find somebody who helps you do that. Okay. So like for me, I have my membership program. All right. I have, my one-on-one programs with my clients. I have regular coaching group programs. So there's all different ways that you can get in. Now there's other coaches too who can help you with this. All right. There's other mindset coaches that can help you with this. But I'm telling you right now, having a coach is one of the biggest things that has changed my life. Okay. You can roll your eyes at that. It is not, I'm not saying that because I am a coach, because like I said, I want you to find the one that's the best for you. All right. That doesn't mean it has to be me. Okay. But I want somebody who is the best for you. All right. But literally, me having my own coach, somebody who is there for me, has been such a huge impact in my life and business. Okay. That's why I say I absolutely believe in coaching. I believe in what I do because I have felt it myself. I know exactly what it can do for people. All right. And really, I can't begin to tell you, how much it's helped me and helped my own peers. And we all say the same thing. Your coach can see things that you cannot. Whether it's in your business or whether it's in your life, your mindset, your coach can see things that you can't because you're too close to things, right? It's so much better when somebody can say, hey, pause, hold on, take a step back. Let's look at this. Let's talk about this. Let's change this, right? Because a lot of time even for me in my business, my mind's like all over the place, right? And my coach is like, hold on, pause. Right? Let's take a step back here. Let's look at it this way. Let's do this. Why don't you try it this way instead? And then I'm always like, why didn't I think of that? It's because I'm too close to myself, right? So I truly believe in having a coach in some capacity, whatever it is that you can do, it's only going to help you. All right. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and I will talk to you later. Bye.